ancient signs. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Silent echoes in the caves, deep hollows, mystic chants, the wind still follows. Crimson petals kiss the breeze, guardians hiding in the trees. Not all hearts are pure as gold. Danger waits in stories told. Yet the brave will cross the line and claim their star that dares to shine.
In the vast sea, fish swim above the waters. Enormous carp and koi go through the air. Above them, tentacled pink and purple jellyfish move as a skeletal shark swims in the skies above, parting the jellyfish. Below, a green island. Grass fields, mountains, a landscape dotted by metal boxes with glass and clear material, atop which sits cats guarding these vending machines. Large patches of hills are blown by the wind, the grass moving side to side, and one in the distance rises slightly and crawls to a better location. Then a road leads through these fields, or even now, we see people hammering large posts into the ground, hanging ornate fabrics, multicolored, that had been cut into the shape of carol leaves, and they're beginning to put them up as a flag system to help people know that this is the way to Akiri. The center of Akiri village. We see a grand tree, a stalk of what at least is now kale. Lights and strange wires are strung from it as we see these white and blue spirits floating around, and humans are talking along with Nakudama and Dora, frog people, and these strange one-eyed yellow and red-skinned individuals seem to be in negotiations. The conversation ending, we see some of these spirits lighting up and going up into these glass globes that then roar to life with light. Nodding their heads, the humans say some more words, and these same spirits kind of come out as they seem to make arrangements for when they will come in far later. And far away from Akiri, we can see caravans of people. The frog folk, the Nakatama, and the Dora, and mushrooms with legs. An individual who has a cloak, and atop where their head should be is simply a glass bowl of water and fish, moving intently to this grand celebration. Of course, they all have their wagons and wares, things to gather at this grand carol festival of Akiri village. And within, away from the prep and the gloriousness and the anticipation, we see many scenes. We see children playing and laughing, some holding hands with these strange to us, almost liquid figures of blue and teal, as spirits and flesh laugh together. As they take marbles and practice with slingshots at different targets as they move and try to hide in corners, preparing for something that we're not quite sure of just yet. And then we zoom through the village a little more, out a little bit to a field, where we see a large, long, woolen creature crawling along the grass. And we hear this snoring sound coming from its fleece as this head of rainbow-colored hair pops out. Josh, please introduce us to your character.
Won't I fall asleep again out here? Oh god. The sheep wandered off. Oh great. Oh gosh. Okay, you see a halfling looking human sized girl. She's about 15 years old. She's really small. She is exactly 2'8". But that's the thing you probably don't notice first. The first thing you notice is her rainbow colored hair of every color you can think of. It's normally in a bun. It's all messy right now though. She's just in simple clothes, but she does have this green sash that goes across her torso, and on it you'll see these little badges. And her most recent badge is this little package that has wings on it from when we failed to collect or deliver our last package. But you know, I made a badge for it because we still accomplished something. And I also have this other new badge I've been working on. It's called the Dependable Disaster Misfits underneath DDM. It's our group name that I've been trying to get the group to go along with. And then I wake up, I look over at Bunta, who's just snoring still, and I go, you fell asleep too? Oh gosh, I wonder where our friends are up to. Maybe I need them to help me get the sheep back. And then she pokes Bunta and goes, hey, get up. We have to go get our friends. I know.
As Bunta kind of lifts up, and as they do, we reveal this strange furry wing and a little horn pokes out from underneath the warm stomach of Bunta. Fire. Jesus.
So you see this young girl, black eyes, black hair, wearing very simple garbs, and what's noticeable about her is she's trying to untie her little horn from all the fluffiness all around, and she has this pair of kind of demonic looking but very fluffy white wings. She also has this tail behind her, and she is struggling very hard to untangle herself from this mess. And she looks around, noticing there's no sheep around. She pokes Imaru and tilts her head. Is like, what? But she doesn't say anything.
I guess we both fell asleep. Oh, hey. She starts looking around. Is there anybody else in here? Peers into the wall. Hello?
Peering through the wall as was like kind of moves around, starts licking you and kind of running away, kind of bolting for a second and shakes and then rears up. It's like 6 foot tall, underside, kind of showing there's no one else. And as it rears up, we see its long form and white go up into the sky, which is what catches your vision, Clover, as you all were supposed to report to the village 2 hours ago, and for an hour and a half, you have been yelled at for your missing friends until you finally snuck away just to go find them yourself. What do we see, and how do you approach?
All right, so there is this rather tall elf with very long salt and pepper hair, and for some reason he likes to have this little bow draped over his shoulders, and he's just kind of walking around, checking every nook and cranny he can, just trying to find these people. And one of the, besides, the massive bow that he just has wrapped around him, he also looks to have this really old jacket with some little patches on it, with some musicians that feel a bit newer that he's not even sure he actually listens to. He might be a bit of a poser. But as he's looking around, he's trying to find everyone. He decides to do something that he normally wouldn't do. Normally he's just very quiet, doesn't say much, but he decides to yell out for his for his I guess party, um, which should immediately call attention to himself. Hey, where are you? Come here now.
That echoes across the grassy plain.
Nonica, we've been found. And Maru dives back into the fluff. Bunta.
Nuka fidgets a little bit and looks very sheepish and starts pulling at Imaru to go that way.
No, okay, fine. They're gonna be so mad. She drags Bunta with, come on, you're in trouble too. Let's go see where Clover's at.
All right, and so you can see definitely. You saw the white plume. Now you see the little yellow hair, and I think Nanaka getting a little bit of air now and then as the wind catches her wings, and she kind of lifts up a few feet despite herself, and has to grab on to the sheep dragon just to keep from being blown away by the winds on the grass.
Hey, jeez, we have to get back.
Do we?
Yes, we were supposed to report back forever ago.
I blame Bunta.
Blame whoever you want. We have to go now.
Oh, Color's
I'm already
mad.
in so much trouble from splitting up.
Lead the way.
So you're going to make your way back through the grasslands here among the various sheep and dragon sheep that little the landscape. Various shepherds kind of laugh and um, you see two young boys you know as the Torelli brothers, two male humans, young as they are leading a herd of sheep dragons further and further out, laughing. They look at all of you and go, "Oh, you're supposed to be there by now." Don't worry. They're too busy to yell at you too much.
I can only hope that it isn't too bad of the yelling.
You think we're that much in trouble? Oh boy.
He raises up a piece of paper, and on it with charcoal says sorry.
Oh no, God, it's not your fault. It's Bunta's fault.
They kind of lick your face from just below the chin, up the ear, and over the head.
Well, maybe we should start running and hurry up and get there quicker.
I'm staying right behind the both of you. I do not want you running off again.
Dang it. Okay.
All right. You start running off and you pass by the river that just sort of lazily goes around Urkiri village. And you can see the large poles, the flags that already being changed to carol flags put around the village, and the familiar sights of people running and preparing, and you hear light and joyful conversation as you move past some of the stones and again more vending machines until you come mostly to the center where there is, you see, about standing roughly 5 feet tall, you see a pink skinned Dura. They have their eye is almost directly in the center of their head, not up, but just sort of right there. And they have their mouth almost where we would think a chin should be, that kind of curls up when they speak, as their large eye kind of glares at you. And you know this as a Tanto, as the one that's been mostly who you're supposed to report to in, as they go, "Oi! What have you come? You know, it is rude to keep everyone waiting. You have been given a great honor here. Tell me, where have you been? Are you okay? Was there danger? Did you skin your knees? Were you getting Punta into trouble again, Amaru?"
Well, we were watching the sheep, and then me and Nonica started counting the sheep, and next thing you know, we were sleeping next to the sheep. They all ran off, though.
Nanaka, you couldn't keep a better eye on them.
She raises up that piece of paper again, but now there's like 10 times as many stories on it.
Nanaka. You are okay. Really, Clover was the oldest. Should have been watching you closer. Right, Clover? Right, that's what I thought. Now, are you all ready to work today?
Yeah, what do we got to do today, Tauntaun?
Well, first off, and he kind of reaches into his back, and he pulls out of this kind of like large leather sack that's bursting with different what looks like fabrics and papers. Some kind of fall out as he opens, but in the same swoop in which he opens, he kind of cradles them and stuffs them in what looks like these different side pockets. He kind of ruffles through, and he pulls out this large collection of about 10 different flags that kind of expand out. They seem to have like this hard spine in the middle of them, and he kind of wraps them against the ground as the little spines of them put out to full kale leaf flags. He goes, all right, you see, a few things. First of all, Shireen has not shown up today. She's in charge of the flag distribution. It is in, or the to keep the flags for the various merchants that will be arriving. Um, I need you to hang them up in her stead, and check in with the booths on your way around. Those that are here, the foreign merchants are not here yet, but the other villages, I've not sent them. They should be arriving later today, but the ones that are set up that you can find, just see if they need anything, and then you're going to relay all of that to Sherry, which I need you to go to her house, find her, and tell her that you've done her job while she is taking care of whatever very important things I am sure she has been working on. And then please see if she needs any other help. Uh, Make yourselves available so that she is not late tomorrow or does her duties. Is this okay?
Yeah, I suppose we could check on everybody and then find her.
Very good. And Akito, I see you.
Sorry, I'm late. I just had to run a few errands. I'm here now.
And
Please
what's your
don't mind my
excuse?
lateness.
These ones were sleeping in the fields?
They often tend to, yes.
Did you get all your packages delivered today?
I have.
Very good.
None of them grew wings and flew off this time.
Well, it wasn't all bad. Huh? You have responsibilities now because of your brave actions from the other day.
Indeed.
Uh,
And with responsibility comes great power.
kind of lost. Yes, as their one eye kind of itself kind of smiles. Oh, very well. Well, then I will leave you to it, yes?
Yes, we got it.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Then you have a stack of 10 carol flags to hang various places. What do you want to do?
Okay, guys, how do we want to hang these really quickly so we have some free time? Ideas.
I think a flag at the village pavilion would look rather nice.
We are supposed to check on the booth on our way, right? So we just go and do that, and while we do that, we can on our way we can hand up the flags.
Perhaps the local vendors would like flags to adorn their shops. Could ask them while we're at it.
I like both of your guys' ideas.
Okay. So you're going to go around and do this together? Or do you want to split and each take two or whatever? Or you can tell me what you want to do. How do you want to explore the village here?
How many shops were we asked to check in on? 4?
Yeah, just hang the 10 flags.
Okay. Do we want to split up or do we want to do this as a team, guys? I mean, we do work amazingly together.
I don't think I can trust you alone. Any of you.
If we work together, we won't be foiled by distractions. And we will get it done twice as fast.
Many nods.
Okay. So we're going together then? Is that what I was hearing?
Yep, teamwork.
Very good. All right. So you push forward a little bit as you come into this, the main square where you can see there are 3 places to kind of put up these flags. You can see the empty space in the booth for 2 of them. And one, you can see this woman who you all vaguely know. You haven't had a chance to talk to her before. You've seen her around. She's just always very, very busy and always has various things. And she is currently, she has this strange thing in her hand. It's like bright green and has this little black pull, almost like a trigger that she pulls, and there around spins this piece of metal, and she's taking it and with it like driving other pieces of metal into this wood booth that she's putting up, and she has all types of tools, some that seem to work on their own, others that you can see have spirits in them, like the one she's using now. You can actually see this flickers of blue energy go around it as she kind of says, "Thank you, thank you. Let you rest later." And she's got these buckets of what appear to be, some of it seems to be glass, both like red and blue, and there are these large metal poles, as well as kind of just what looks like various pieces of rocks that seem to have been polished and sharpened, some dull, some more like gemstone, that she has set out each one sitting atop like a little cotton, woolen really, like ball that she's made so that they don't touch any other ones and they're kept separate as she's just kind of talking to herself. This is one of the people to check in on. How would you like to hang the flags, and how do you want to proceed?
So Nonica takes one of the flags and she looks up. Way too high for her to get to, but then she starts casting. She's going to cast Task. As these tiny pieces of paper start to lift this flag up to where it's supposed to be. Try to complete this task for her.
I love it. And what shapes do they take?
Tiny origami birds.
So these little birds flitter around, and all the colors as they grab pieces of the flag and they lift up, moving around. And some people look up and smile at this. Others, you can even see a nearby vending machine. The glass face of it kind of almost looks like eyes and a nose, as a mouth kind of opens where potions would come out, kind of laughs at this, until the spirit kind of retreats and it becomes stationary once more. Go ahead and just give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 24.
24. They zoom around, and as you do, there seems to be this very, very tiny, like a, let me describe it as kind of a small fish that looks like it's lost its school, that kind of swims down and looks like it's about to eat them, but very quickly you're able to cause them to go under and over and around as it just goes and minds its own business. It hangs the flag sprawling. Is there anything else your birds do?
It kind of like adjust the flag so it's like in the perfect position, kind of. And yeah, and then it disperses, and some of them come back to her, some of them just disappears.
Nice. Okay. That being done, do any of you react to this with your own flag raising or affixing?
I would like to search for the highest point where a flag could be visible from any point in the village.
Okay. So, with that, you see there is one that has been building that's been built the highest. This is it's a high building, and all around it has what looks like floors that have been specially treated for fire, and has all these cooking stations that are sort of outdoor. So it's almost like a central pillar with outdoor steps that spiral up, where it seems like 50 people could cook upon the structure at once, as they would be on different floors and levels as they would go up. And way up top is an emblem here of the Sheep Dragon, to let all know, of course, its importance to the village. And there you see that is absolutely the highest point.
I would like to climb it.
Okay, are you climbing on the outside of it?
Yes. I would like
Alright.
to use a combination of my climbing kit, my vaulter's axe, and my shepherd's crook.
I love it. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Alrighty. Natural 20 for 26.
First nat 20! You go to run. You take your shepherd's crook, and you're able to leap and grab it about 2 floors up and pull yourself as you take one of the pythons of your climber's kit, get it on there. Taking your axe, you hook it around another piece of the floor cooking station and swing around and get up, circling and making several air somersaults as you repeat this pattern before you come in and describe to me how you hook the flag up there the same time you land.
Alrighty. So at the last moment, when I use my vaulter's axe to get up onto the last ledge, I slip the flag onto my shepherd's crook, as it would be symbolic, and I hook that around to get it nice and snug on the sheep dragon,
Nice.
to where it looks like it's holding it.
And standing there, you see the fields that spread out from Akiri and far off. You can see that there's some dark clouds off in the distance. It almost looks like they're chasing the school of jellyfish that are in the sky, large and enormous, that move off in the distance.
I will take a moment to rest and sit down, enjoy the view,
Nice.
before I return to others.
Perfect. Are you walking down, or are you doing something crazy?
I'll pull out an umbrella and jump.
Is it special umbrella, or do you just think this umbrella's gonna work?
The umbrella reduces it by 2.
All right. What does it reduce by 2? Remind me.
The fall damage.
Oh, perfect.
Actually, by
Reduces
4.
it. Yeah. Double your proficiency.
Oh, reduced by 4. Okay, perfect. You take it out. As you come down, quickly give me a dex save.
I can sure try. For 21.
All right. In that case, you come on down. You jump off. The what color's your umbrella?
I would say it has a yellow and black motif.
Perfect. Yellow, black, fly up here. As you begin to float down, and the 30 feet here, as you're coming, as a bit much initially. She's like, okay. As then you position yourself and you land, letting the tips of your toes kind of hit first, which makes the biggest impact, but it's just this little dust up as you are able to put the tension into the middle of your foot and bring yourself down, as you keep a straight face, but you feel the pain rocket through your body. For -4 for the umbrella, that is going to be 9 bludgeoning damage.
I will use my second wind to put on a straight face and make it like a hero landing. But on the inside, it's like, ow.
Love it. As we look, and you have this brave face, and we close up, and we realize that smile is this really pained grin that no one can quite see.
For 9 back.
So no damage from it. I love it.
And then I'll fold up my umbrella, and I'll do a little bow.
Who's next?
Hey, Clover. And you see Amaru standing next to one of the poles and is holding the thing above her head. Shoot it off my head.
This is incredibly dangerous.
You already take shots at me all the time. It's fine.
Not on purpose. You keep running into it.
That's what you tell me. Come on, this will be really cool. Everyone will love it.
Fine. So he's going to actually listen to her and, in fact, draw his bow and just aim very, very carefully and trying to shoot the flag off of her. And
Fantastic. I need you to get a 15 or above to not hit Amaru.
just a flat roll.
Make an attack roll.
What's that?
Yeah, flat attack roll.
Yeah, all right. Oh. Oh no. That is in fact a 5.
Okay. So you kind of steady here, and just as you release, you hear this as Maru's sheep dragon kind of bolts and lifts her up right into the trajectory of your arrow as it's flying to the sky. Let's see if there's anything that anyone feels like doing at this moment.
Can Nonika try to throw a paper plane at the arrow, try to knock it away? It's a crossbow mechanically, but flavor-wise.
Okay, so you make a. So you see that? Oh no, because you, unbeknownst to everybody else, you were watch. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get this name. What is your sheep dragon's name, Josh?
Bunta.
So you see, as all this was happening, you see Bunta kind of moving its head as there's this small little black and green spirit that's kind of crawling along the ground, kind of snickering to itself, carrying this long, about 8-inch long red feather that it kind of puts into Bunta's nose. That's you're like, oh, Bunta, as your eyes focus to see what's about to happen. And so you quickly put the paper airplane up, you do it. And I'm going to say again, we can try to get a 15 with this.
Okay, this is going to be true strike.
Nice.
So with intelligence, my 24.
Okay. So it's up to you how this visual occurs.
So she's very panicked, and one of the origami bird that just returned to her is like poking at her, trying to make her notice what's going on over there. And she just points and it shoots itself as in paper plane towards the arrow as it was firing towards Umaru.
Okay. So everything goes up and kind of comes right underneath the arrow. It kind of just lifts it higher to account for the trajectory. And I think it ends up piercing the flag itself, kind of ripping it a little bit near its center vein of this carol flag, causing all the smaller little wires to kind of snap and crack, and the whole flag kind of wilts like carol that's been left out way too long, as now it just sort of hangs on the arrow shaft.
We don't have to tell Tonto about this.
Sorry.
No, you saved me. No, thank you. That was really close.
Are you okay?
Yeah. There's no white in my hair now, right? It's still all colorful, huh?
No,
Okay.
but if there was, then you'd look like me.
Yeah, I don't want to look like that old.
I'm 1 year older than you.
I know. Well, we got 2 of the 3, so I think we completed our mission. So, time to go find Sherry, right?
You
Or do we still have
see,
to check on the merchants?
yeah, you see the woman, the merchant standing up, you know, is Miss Lindley. It just starts laughing. Well, aren't you all just the rambunctious types? Let's see, looks at you, Clover, as he goes, now, don't you worry, hon. No guts, no glory. That would have been amazing had you not almost killed your friend.
It wasn't my intention.
That's what made it glorious. Some of the best things are unintentional.
Miss Lynn, we were supposed to check with you to see if you needed anything.
Let's see. Looking and I think I'm all ready. I've got my booth here. Good. I need a. I realize not everyone knows what I do, especially the visitors. I wonder if y'all could help me with a sign at some point.
I'm pretty sure we could help you do that. What kind of sign?
Well, just something that tells people that I fix things that are broken. It's kind of my specialty. Oh, and just in case anybody brings me any of their farm equipment, like a plow, I could use turnips, but it's really important that they're pink turnips, so I can make the plows work.
Maru pulls out her journal.
There you go, hon. A sign and pink turnips and all be all right as rain.
Okay. About your sign though, like, do you need us to hang it or like come up with a name for it? Because I was working on names and I came up with the Dependable Disaster Misfits with Nonica here for our group.
The Dependable Disaster Misfits? I love it. Yeah, come up with some type of name for this. Just something that screams, "Bring me your broken stuff, so I can make it work again."
Okay.
I'll let y'all take care of it.
Check
That way I
with
can blame you if it
name.
all goes to shit.
Yeah. We can blame Akito if it goes crap.
So what type of whole event should I get to say something like that?
So pink tulips and name for Fix-It store. She writes down in her journal. Are you okay? You got that?
Hmm.
Do we have to check out any other merchants, or should we go try to find Miss Sherry?
I think it might be best to check out the others first, just so we can get a cohesive list.
Okay.
And make sure you label who's for what.
Oh yeah,
See, if you just write an entire list, you're not gonna know who's for what. So, like,
that's a
specifically,
great idea. I would
right
just want to
here.
put the things. Thank
Yeah,
you.
right here. Just put. Yeah.
Lynn Pink Tulips name for Fix-It store.
Yes.
All
And
right.
then do the same for the next one.
Okay. Monica, you want to lead us to the next merchant?
Okay.
With that, as you come along, and again, more places to hang your flags. You can see one that you've all known, a local farmer here, a woman by the name of Weneth. Keto, you especially know because it is said that she was herself a warrior before she came here, Great Ventural, and now just is living out her middle age fantasy, farming with her family. And you can see she's got some young ones and some older children with her, and they're um, putting together large batches of kale as well as a few different colors of turnips. And what looks like cabbages that are a little early in the season. So they're a little young, but they came up early, and so they've done a few things. So they've labeled them the young cabbages here. As she looks at the four of you, so, oh, well, now, if it isn't for warriors of winged packages, congratulations on being recognized.
Is this our legacy? I feel shame.
It's a, and she kind of on the word shame, she crosses over to you, grabs your chin. You like by the positioning of her hand and the strain in her fingers, you can see she means to do it very, very lightly, but you almost feel like your jaw is about to be crushed to her very light touch. She goes, as she says, "Listen, Clover. Not be ashamed of any of your accomplishments, no matter how small. Legacy builds, and even if it is all you accomplish, anything is good. Don't feel down on yourself, or I'll pinch a little harder." He smiles. So I'm just kidding. Here, have a cabbage. Feel better about yourself. And don't ever let me hear you put yourself down again.
Okay. It's like with visible fear in his eyes. Okay.
It's really, you can mark one bludgeoning from her kind of really tight grip. She's like, this is definitely going to bruise.
Like rubbing like his jaw. Ow.
You can talk. You can ask her any of the things.
What is your name again, miss? I'm sorry. I know you're new to this town.
Wenneth.
Gwyneth.
Wenneth. Wenneth.
Oh, Gwyneth. Okay.
Yeah.
No G.
No, wait, you're missing another N.
Hey, oh, thanks. I guess I am the talker of the group. Me and my friends are here to see if you needed anything done or help with.
Of course. Sorry, of course. It's kind of looks goes. I'm more than willing to pay or to give anything to require this, but I was thinking just something to dazzle everyone. There's going to be some other people here, and I am very glad that there will be others selling their vegetables. But I don't know. I would love them to look at my booth first because I would love to represent Okiri to them first, and then they can look at everyone else who's they've come to. But to get that burst of Okiri Village first.
Are you selling kale?
Oh yes.
Maybe we highlight that since that's what the theme is.
But I was thinking maybe some shiny bits, sparkling things, just like. What do you think? Just what the others might have kale signs too, maybe, but something that would make catch the sun.
Okay, you need a sign that pops and catches.
I know, just decoration
or decorations. Okay.
I don't know. You figured out how to sink how to slay a flying package. I'm sure you can figure this out.
Look to our group. Yep, we got it.
I think if you do good enough, you might be able to get an exterior design badge.
Wasn't there a pink produce the prior vendor was asking for?
I think it was a tulip, not a turnip, right?
She said turnip.
Oh, did she? Do you have any pink turnips?
It looks those are a little rare. See here, I've got some light purple, dark purple, light red, cyan, chartreuse. I have 3 pink ones.
How about if we do these decorations for you, we could make a trade. You said you'd pay us, so...
I did. That would be much better. I was just, there are rare turnips, but if I have more people coming to my booth first, it'd be definitely worth partnering with my pink turnips.
Okay. Pink turnips. Alright, guys. We have, 2 more stops to go?
I think so.
Indeed.
My throat's starting to hurt. I think I need some water. When you guys want to talk for this next one?
Above table, please, everyone, help out poor Josh here. That's a crazy voice to have to do as the face when they're not really the face, please.
Thank you for your time. Shall return shortly.
Oh, of course.
All right, on to the next one.
Okay. Now there's room to hang a few more flags here if you so desire.
Oh, how many do we have?
Yeah, 10 total.
Oh, so we did.
So
We've hung up 2 and destroyed 1.
Okay.
I will use my shepherd's crook to lift up tomorrow so they can put a flag up.
Naga would be attempting to help Clover hand one. if they so desire.
Okay. So we see Amaris, give me an acrobatics check as you balance on the crook.
Okay, I got this. I got this. Come on. That's a 15.
A 15. Perfect. Then describe for me how you acrobatically kind of swirl around this hook and hang the flag.
See, it's not that hard. You guys, you just have to, like, I normally do this with Bunta a lot. Climb on their nose. And what? And you see her, like, shimmy up the crook. Well, she first crawls up Aikido. Like, places, up, let me put my head here. And places her foot, like, right in Aikido's face. And then crawls up and then does a quick backflip and lands perfectly on top, like, with one toe on the ship, on the crook. And then hangs the thing in.
Perfect. And then Clover and Nanoka, how do you hang one?
All right. Well, this time I'm going to try to shoot one and not almost hit my friend. He puts that in, like, massive air quotes.
Very good. So is this sort of like the birds kind of fly, grab the flag, and they put it up where it needs to go, and then you just kind of fire? Is that kind of what it's looking like?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining.
Perfect. Give me an attack roll with advantage. All this will take is a 12.
All right. Give me 1 second. Hang on. One second. Where did I put it? There it is. That is an 18.
Very good. Making use of Nanaka's help on the front end instead of the back end of nearly killing a friend. It is perfectly hung as you stick 2 arrows there. As like the paper does a little celebratory dance. And then you have a third one you can hang here. How do you hang it together? What's something that kind of involves your whole group? Feeling a little confident? 2 successes under your belt. Cool. We have submissions. What do you want to do? One of you can do like a setup, and the other can jump in on it and how they add to the feat.
Nanaka is going to suggest, with her chaotic little self, that we all pile up to reach that point. And to hand it for whoever is at the tallest point to hand it.
Well, whoever's the shortest has to be up top. We need a stable base.
Right. Who goes first? Just let's roll. She says, "Let's do a tower."
Size. I'll do it.
You get the base.
Indeed.
Right. What's it look like? Just give me the visual of what you physically do to kind of go, all right.
Alrighty. I'm going to take my backpack. I'm going to hold it above me. And I'm going to do, I suppose... I'll take a stance to help make myself more sturdy and low to the ground.
Okay. Give me base athletics check.
18.
18.
19, actually.
Nice. You spread your legs wide, making sure your knees get right under your shoulders, taking a wide stance. So you put both your legs on your knees. You got a nice sturdy base. Who goes next?
All right. You better hold on to me real nice, Akito. He's going to, be the other layer of the tower. Just climbing onto Akito's nice, firm, stable base, and also just trying to toughen himself up. However, he is, a lot more stick-like, I will say. So he's doing his best. He's doing the best he can. Luckily, the other two are very small. So
All right, she's trying to step. It's kind of acrobatics you're trying to kind of do to get your balance and to keep the line of force going straight up.
yeah.
Could I help?
Not because you're just adding to successes here, so it's not.
Mm,
I mean, you can flavorfully move your body to help him out if you want. But.
yes.
All right. As he sits in acrobatics.
Yes.
All right. There's a 15.
Okay. So you get up there, kind of strike your pose. You put your hand and your shoulders ready to get everybody in, ready. Essentially, it's not so much the sturdy base, but you're ready to move and balance it so all the weight keeps going straight down to the center and then is distributed among Akito's legs. And next.
Nonoka, who's taller?
She's a little bit taller than you. So she'll start to half fly, half climb up to that point.
Half fly, half climb. I like that. Kind of like, is that kind of like she sort of like a rock climber, like they do the leap, but then you put out the wings to kind of just give you a little bit of a boost, like.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, I love it. I love that little link. Yeah, give me a little bit of acrobatics for climbing up there.
Ooh, not 20 for 22.
Oh, I love it. You get up there as the ends of your wings kind of clip in, and you're able to catch some of the breeze and have it perfectly move around to steady and balance as you breathe and seem to be one with the spirits of the air here. And that leaves us to Maru.
All right, Bunta. We got this. I'm gonna run up her back and go pretty much as I get to the tip. She flicks me up like she did earlier, and then this time though, I'm gonna land in Nonoka's arms as they catch me.
Give me an athletics check, Maru.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. As you come up, and how does this look, Nautica?
She's not nearly strong enough to do that. So it's like you half fall into her arms, and then her wings come to catch you as well.
Nice. Then, like, do they lift them up?
Yeah, as high as she can get.
All right, and then you're able to attach the flag.
Perfect teamwork.
As
You
we
can turn now.
get an immediate like shot out, and we see all of you. We see Akito like face turning red, Clover in this like almost Statue of Liberty pose, reaching up on like one leg with her other put out for balance. Nanaka moving her wings up, a little legs shaking. Everyone wrapped around by her Maru, and then I think, or not Maru, but the chicken and Maru, you're just sort of dancing on top, putting it in, celebrating. And she caused the whole thing to slightly shift as you kind of slide down each other. And you see some of the children nearby who have been playing much younger than you give you light claps and applause. They go, "That's so cool!"
Ah! Ooh! Yeah, cool.
Don't try that at home.
Did you say that? We definitely
Yeah,
do this at home.
that's cool.
Don't
You think
exhaust
that-
yourself. Calm
You
down.
think that qualifies for my ladder badge?
We all get one.
I'll get one. Yes, haha.
Can I turn into a patch?
I could try to make one of those.
Nice.
Alright. So that's 5 plagues. 5 to go. Well, 4 to go because we lost one. And then 2 more stops.
Well, once again, onwards. He says that he's like already moving.
All right. You continue to move on through here. And but over the last bit, you see a few booths still empty, where you'd think the other locals should be. They're just not here. And it's you think they give you see some sorts of other flags, but you also feel like you possibly were given extras, as though Tonto wasn't quite sure you'd successfully not hurt them, or they would fly away with wings. He knows your reputation.
To be fair, we did destroy one.
Yes. But yeah, the other two that you think you need to check on, like they look like the local booths ready to go, but the merchants just don't seem to be around right now.
Right. I got an idea. No, Nautica. And Amaru hands you 2 of the flags. Right on them, we'll be back. And then put DDM, our initials. And then we'll hang them on each of the merchants' stores.
Are we supposed to paint on them?
Are we not supposed to?
It'd be better to write it on a note,
Okay,
not
that worked
the
too.
flag material.
Nika will take out pieces of paper to write little notes on them.
Nice. You have your little papers. Right. Really. What does her handwriting kind of look like?
It's kind of super round, and each letter looks sort of exactly the same. She writes really slowly, carefully.
Very nice. Okay, very slowly and pretty, you're able to get it move in, and looks there and ready to go. What would you like to do?
Well, we hang them both up on both the merchant shops with their flags. And then, well, should we hang the rest of the 3 flags before we go find Sherry?
Well, just above table. You said that we were probably given extras just because they were unsure if we would be able to successfully hang them all up.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we have more than what was actually needed. So I think we might just go see Sherry now. Or unless you want to fix the one that I completely destroyed. But I don't think anyone's going to miss that one.
You could always bring it to the shop that wants a reputation for fixing things.
Maybe.
Maybe we can make the extras into something fun for the vegetable lady. She wanted something shiny, right?
Yeah, she wants some decorations. before we head off, could Amaru look around to see if there's anything sparkly that they could take with us?
Okay. How does Mara want to like go about looking for this?
Well, I don't know what these two shops are at the moment. So she wants to see if they have a trash can and if there's any old supplies or anything that they've thrown out.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. So this will be good. That's a 2. That's a 3 minus 1.
All right. Looking about the shops, you do find that it looks like there's like a pair of thick leather gloves that seem to be put into and underneath the little shelf to be protected from the weather. A little notepad and pencil to write stuff down. It seems, as well as like 2 large like carrying hooks.
Takes the hooks and the leather gloves. Comes back and goes, I got these for us. Decorations.
Imaru,
What?
those do not make for very good decorations.
But you can hang the gloves on the hooks.
You have such an active imagination. Surely you can imagine that these aren't going to look okay.
This is only the first stage of the decorations, Clover. The first stage.
Oh, what if we made the extra flags into like a mascot costume, and the lady could wear it, and she could wear the gloves?
Yes, and we can hang her from the towers with the hooks.
Oh,
She doesn't have to wear it, does she? I mean, she could just make like a scarecrow mascot.
Do scarecrows make good mascots?
I'm kind of scared of them.
Well, I think this is a work in progress. But I do like your idea, Nonika.
Put the gloves back and the hooks. We don't need them.
She puts them in her bag. Because we continue to find Sherry.
Okay. Moving further down, you go down several street corners, trying to go to Sherry's house, which you know she's part of like the whole team that promoted you to the positions you're now in. And about a block or so away, you can hear her voice, a little worried. You hear her kind of next to what's by your house, but kind of like in various places, like you hear just in front of you, run, run, and then like some shuffling as though she's running really quick, and here a little high up, but you can just see her blue apron waving in the wind as she's like shouting off into the fields, run, and she's holding on to like a side of a building about 5 feet up, and she's ringing a bell. And then I see she's flushed and keeps yelling, Ren.
Do we know it, Ren, or have we ever heard of Ren?
You've heard who that Ren's her son.
You think Ren's playing hide and go seek again, guys?
Why don't we go ask her?
I hope not.
It's awful long to be playing that.
Well, let's make our way over there quickly then.
Yep. As they're approaching, excuse me, hello.
Huh? Have you found Ren? Do you see my son?
That's what I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, Clover, of course. My goodness, all of you. Oh no. I was supposed to hang those flags.
Don't worry, we got them.
Thank you.
Most of them.
I mean, most of them? Excuse me?
One may have gotten destroyed in the process. Just one, though.
Oh. Well, that's actually pretty good. Um,
For our group, definitely.
Oh, no, that's...
They made extras.
It's always a mistake. Were you having fun while you were doing it?
I think these guys were. Like, gestures to the three of them.
He crosses immediately over to Clover and puts both her hands on the side of his cheeks. And her pointer fingers kind of touch your temples, and her pinky fingers come right underneath your eyes.
Why is everyone touching my face today?
As she kind of goes, Clover, if you're not having fun, why be living? Like, that's the whole point. You are living, so have fun. Enjoy the work that has to be done. Laugh with your compatriots and friends. Life is too short. Much too short.
Seriously, why is everyone touching my face?
Oh, am I the second one? So you've made a habit of being down in the dumps.
I guess.
She takes her thumbs and makes your face go smile. Try wearing this around. Things will be much better. As she, with that, gives a quick kiss on the forehead as she pushes you. Now.
It looks visibly uncomfortable. Yeah.
So have you checked on the booths and everything? It's all completed?
Yeah, we have.
Good. I'm sorry. Are you able to take care of the tasks that they need?
Not entirely. We still need to find decorations for who was it? You wrote it down.
Well, Lynn still needs us to come up with a name for their store, for their fix-it store, and Gwyneth would like us to find some decorations for their sign to make it, or just decorations for the store to make it pop. And if we do, they'll give us some pink turnips for Lynn.
Oh. Sounds like you have everything in hand. Since everything's in hand, is there any way you can help me find Ren?
Where'd they go?
I don't know. I just don't know. I left him this morning when I was cooking the porridge, and he was looking out of the window at the jellyfish. And then, when I looked again, he was gone. Only thing I think he brought with him might have been his bicycle.
Is his bike around here? Did you look for it?
I've been looking for him, I guess. If you could look around, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Do you...
Mario goes and looks in the trash can. Because they're not good at investigating.
You look, there's no bicycle in the trash can.
Imaru, that is not where a bike would be. Anyways, Miss, do you happen to know which ways the jellyfish were going? Maybe he could have just followed them.
Oh, I didn't notice. I'm sure you could try to find them. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous. Clover, you can track, right?
Yeah. They taught me that at the HAA. Or they're teaching me.
Nice. Good Oraha. Anyway, what should I do? Should I stay at home in case he comes back?
Yes, you stay home. I guess the rest of us will go find him. I might have to keep these guys on a leash.
Right. So what do you all want to do?
Amaro also hands them. Could you also hang these last 3 flags? Thanks.
She sort of takes them. Okay. You're going to use these for things. Are you sure you want to give them to her?
Well, we have
What about
extras.
the
don't we?
decorations?
Do you have to?
Tomorrow,
Okay,
the
perfect.
decorations.
She goes, I guess so. Right. Right. You take care of things. Ren will be perfectly fine because... What was your group's name again?
The Dependable Disaster Misfits.
Ah, yes. It's got dependable disaster. She starts thinking of her son. The DDM. I'm sure the DDM will have it all in hand. I can focus on this to keep my mind and my stress levels down, of course.
As Imaru says the entire, like the full name out loud, the Dependable Disaster Misfits, you can see Clover just rubbing like the bridge of his nose, just actual like. Yeah, the DDM. All right, well, let's go find this kid. So he's gonna just like survey the entire area, and look up at the sky because that's where he saw the jellyfish, and see if they're all going towards any like sort of similar direction or if they're all just kind of moving differently.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
That is a 21.
21. Search around the area and looking up. One thing you do seem to find is you can see some of the dirt and mud here. A single line of bicycle treads that seem to go a little bit into town. As well as you see a bud coin, a copper bud coin that seemed to have fallen off a pocket maybe or something like that. That's on the ground. And then looking in the sky, you can see what kind of just look like the floating tentacles of some of the jellyfish, because between these tentacles and the fish in you can see the dark clouds of a storm. Seem to be separating you and them, so you can't see the very, very tip tops of them. But you can see them as they seem to be going towards Obojima Hill. This large selection that kind of goes very, very high up.
Well, I think I might have a general idea of where he's going. Look, like points out the bike treads and the coin. Look, they lead all a certain way.
Yeah, they lead a little more into the village, and then of course the fish are going the other. Well, the other fish are going the other way. So you can taste out what you want to do.
Might want to follow the bike treads. See where those might end up.
And what are we waiting for?
Yep, let's go.
All right. Following the tread marks here, you come to this shiny, almost like chrome vending machine, where it seems like the treads stop. And you see that it is full, except there is one slot where there's there's nothing but potions here of all different colors and shapes, and you can see one slot where a potion seems to be missing. On top of it, you see this rather large, like 4 foot long red and black furred cat. Has its eyes closed and it's wearing this like driver's cap. Its ears have been kind of cut out to stick out as it kind of snores lightly on top of the machine.
Mr. Cat?
Are you here to buy?
Yes.
The cat kind of stretches out and its long back arches. Meow. Well, meow, greetings, Meow.
Greetings, Meow. Was there a boy here earlier that also purchased from you?
Also, I mean, you are as well. Let's see, boy. Yes. Wanted to see the jellyfish. Yes. Had saved enough coins to equal a whole flower. Just enough.
What potion did he purchase from you, Meow?
Oh, let me think, Meow. Let's see. Kind of looks down. Oh yes, sorry. That would have been my flying potion.
Oh no.
Yes. Special one. That I told him. That's why it actually was on sale. It's a little thick to drink, but perfect for pouring or coating something.
Oh no. I think he coated his bike, guys.
How many more would you have in stock?
That was my only one. Until we get our refill.
Well, we kind of need to find this kid as soon as possible.
Good luck.
Do you have anything that could help us in here?
What
Wait.
coin do you have?
I'll put 10 flowers on the table.
It kind of looks. Do you feel the poor child is in danger?
Potentially. His mother has been looking for him for
So not
quite some time.
certain danger, but potential danger. That's definitely less of a discount. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
I think that if our host graciously helps us, can have a little more. And I slap down 5 more gold.
I'll give you advantage.
$18.
Okay. 15 gold, huh? Alright. Well, you want what can help you, you said? I'm not sure what you need. But let's see. For 15. Yes. I do have this, my potion of tiny telekinesis. That could be very good. Yes. I have some detective's tonic. I've got flip and skip. And kind of continues a little bit. You might need a helping hand. I've got liquid cat.
And what may that do, if I so inquire?
Oh, just open it up and you pour out a cat. It'll be your friend.
I don't think that'll be very beneficial to us.
You are saying cats aren't helpful?
That is not what I said.
Be polite, meow.
Sir.
All right, I've got mind over might. Let's let your mind do all the work. I'm kind of things here. I'm afraid that's all you can have for the 15. What's any? I'll trade you the flowers for any one of them.
I'm not sure how.
Put down 45 more flowers.
How many tips do you get? You switch up my mail constantly.
It's the perks of being a mail brigade courier.
How? How do people keep giving you so much money?
Oftentimes do better when I am not associated with this group.
Okay, that's a little less useful than my potion of flying, but I do have, for that much, I can give you my sky swimming.
What does that do?
I mean, it's right on the label. You swim through the sky.
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked.
Do you know the breaststroke, the free stroke, the forward frog, doggy paddle?
Yes, I know how to swim.
We'll take it. Would you like a flag to advertise your shop? The festival is beginning soon.
Oh, sure.
Do you have any potions that make things sparkle?
A sparkly potion, maybe. Let's see here. Melodious bird calls. And that's do ladybugs sparkle?
Do
No, but they're quite
sparkle?
appealing to look at.
Yes, I do have ladybug potion. Let's see here. Sparkling.
We'll have to put that on a hold. We are looking for someone.
I mean, I do have, it's not sparkling, but this one, my musical mixer. If you take the cork off, it slowly evaporates, producing the song of the spirits for about an hour. I'll trade it for you for the flag.
Deal. She puts the flag on the thing.
So that is musical mixer.
I think this will help.
Then there's also be D&D Beyond, and then Sky Swimming is the other one you got.
What better decoration than music?
All right, let's go find Ren. Hopefully, he didn't make it too far into the sky.
I think I know where he's going. What was the name of the hill again? I forgot.
Obojima.
Yeah. Right to Obojima. I think we might be able to catch up to him if we hurry.
Okay.
You might want to be careful though. There are storm clouds up there.
Very good. And with that, you put them in and you kind of click it and the potion bottles drop down, ding, to the bottom of the machine, and she's able to grab them out. Good luck. All right, then you better get on, Meow.
Thank you, Meow.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. You have our gratitude.
You have their gratitude. Only joking. I guess you have some of mine as well.
Good luck. All right, so how do you want to proceed?
It'd be best to save this potion until we able to visually see Red.
Or at least till we reach the foot of the hill. Oh, onward to the hill we go.
All right. I think with that, we'll go ahead and take our break, and we will come back. It'll be about 15-minute break.
Lanterns glow in the twilight's breath. Spirits awake from their moonlit rest. Dancing shadows through the pines. Obojima whispers its ancient signs. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Echoes in the caves, deep hollows. Mystic chants, the wind still follows. Crimson petals kiss the breeze. Guardians hiding in the trees. Not all hearts are pure as gold. Danger waits in stories told. Yet the brave will cross the line and claim their star that dares to shine. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Through the peril, truth unfurled. Legends for the boys and girls. Adventure's tune calls us near. For every shadow holds no fear. Lanterns glow in the twilight's breath. Spirits awake from their moonlit rest. Dancing shadows through the pines. Obojima whispers its ancient signs. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Silent echoes in the caves, deep hollows. Mystic chants, the wind still follows. Crimson petals kiss the breeze. Guardians hiding in the trees. Not all hearts are pure as gold. Danger waits in stories told. Yet the brave will cross the line and claim their star that dares to shine. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Through the peril, truth unfurled. Legends for the boys and girls. Adventure's tune calls us near. For every shadow holds no fear. Lanterns glow in the twilight's breath. Spirits awake from their moonlit rest. Dancing shadows through the pines. Obojima whispers its ancient signs. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Silent echoes in the caves, deep hollows. Mystic chants, the wind still follows. Lanterns glow in the twilight's breath. Spirits awake from their moonlit rest. Dancing shadows through the pines. Obojima whispers its ancient signs. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Silent echoes in the caves, deep hollows. Mystic chants, the wind still follows. Crimson petals kiss the breeze. Guardians hiding in the trees. Not all hearts are pure as gold. Danger waits in stories told. Yet the brave will cross the line and claim their star that dares to shine. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly. Through the peril, truth unfurls. Legends for the boys and girls. Adventure's tune calls us near. For every shadow holds no fear. Lanterns glow in the twilight's breath. Spirits awake from their moonlit rest. Dancing shadows through the pines. Obojima whispers its ancient signs. Through the mountains, through the streams, magic weaves into our dreams. Festivals that light the sky, where the spirits dare to fly.
Alrighty.
Silent echoes in the
You begin to push out towards the hanging tentacles past dark and black clouds. And running quickly, you can see that some of the grass is broken down a bit from bicycle track. And then the black clouds roll and begin to blot out the sun as you're running closer. On your sides, you can see large wooden poles up with power lines running. You can just see spirits reacting to the energy released from the clouds as they kind of hop up from some of the power lines and almost get extra charges from the sky as they go back into the lines themselves. And then rain begins to pour, and the fields become a bit muddy. You feel your feet beginning to sink it down just a little bit, slowing your running here. How is everyone wanting to deal with this?
What's slowing our running exactly?
What?
What's slowing our running?
Muddy ground.
So I'm assuming that there's, because he flew on his bike, that there's not going to be any sort of like tracks around.
Well, you found some tracks initially.
Initially, yeah, but yeah, at this current area, not. That's going to be a no.
Yeah. This is how to deal with like this muddy ground right now. If there's nothing in particular, then everyone please give me some con saves as your feet kind of dig in deep, and now the taller grass kind of hits against your waists, giving a little bit more resistance, please.
19.
6.
16.
Keto? Would you get a keto? I didn't hear anything.
Hey, but I'd like to make a roll.
Oh, yes.
A 10.
Okay, in that case, Akito and Clover, you are pushing the hardest while Amanu and Nanaka, a little bit of flight, a little bit of riding, are doing very well. Each of you will mark 1 level of exhaustion, please.
I am bogged down by all of my gear.
Yeah. So now you're getting
That's
wet.
not fair. They're way lighter than we are. Come on. Look at them.
Your feet kind of stick.
Guys, this isn't that hard. And then Amara turns back and sees them both like struggling. She looks to Nonika and goes, "Maybe it's just not that hard because we're small."
Hey, at least you realize it.
It's rare that sometimes it works out in our favor.
Right? High five.
Get to hear. Help! Help me!
Look up. Do we see anything?
Far away where the storm is getting worse, lightning's crashing down. You see where these lines, the power lines, just go off and up into the hill Obojima, going up high, and you see little wren on this bicycle with one of the tentacles of the jellyfish seem to have wrapped around the spokes of their wheels. And they're being pulled deeper and deeper into the storm. And right now, they're very much near the top of this hill, where they're only about like 5 or 10, actually probably so about 15 feet to 20 above the very, very tippy top, at this height, around 100 to 120 away from away from the ground. That's not the hill. As these fish majestically, these jellyfish are moving, not aware at all of, it seems, of what they're carrying with them, trying to move out of the dark, dark storm that is coming down around. And it's somewhat slow moving, but steady away from a place where it seems there could be something done to help them.
All right, who's coming with me?
I'll go.
Great, take this. I hand you a butterfly staff.
All right. How are we gonna do this? You still have the potion, right? Hopefully, it didn't
Yes.
stop it.
Take the potion. You use that to scoop them up should they fall or we're unable to disentangle their bike.
All right.
Get the kid first. Then, if life is not at risk, we can get the bike. Otherwise, we swim back down.
That's a pretty solid plan.
Alright, no time to waste. Chugs the potion. Up on.
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
I
You can,
am
like-
swimming.
He's just gonna like grab on to like Akito's shoulders.
I do a dolphin swim up. Use my action and continue doing that.
Should we
Make
have
my
looked
way up.
Ugh, that might have been a bad choice. No, they're fine.
Deal with it later. You two stay put.
Please stay put.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
All right, seeing this here. What we would do is, all right, some away. So that potion you have 15. If you're carrying somebody, that's essentially like 7 feet movement.
I'll use my action to dash to get it back to 15 if that's alright.
Yeah, definitely down with that.
Seeing that they're moving very slowly in the air, swimming, I would like to pick up Nonika if I could. I'll be like, hey, I have an idea. I'm gonna get you to the top of the hill quickly.
Okay.
Okay, and I pick you up, and then I'm going to use Step of the Wind and use my full movement to dash, action dash, and then bonus action.
How far is everyone getting?
If I'm carrying, it's halved, so that would be 35, 70. So 130 or 105 halved is 50.
Okay, so you're going up the.
Yes, I'm carrying Nonika up the hill 50 feet quickly.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so in that case, as you're going up the hill, the rain rushing down now is coming more like a river, pushing up to your waist. I need a strength saving throw.
Okay, we got this. No, we don't. That's an 8.
All right. Hits you strong, dealing you a total of 7 bludgeoning damage. As you, Nanaka, are pushed in through the water, back down to the bottom.
That did not work.
All right. At this, there's a strike of lightning that kind of hits the jellyfish, and this purple light kind of moves around, and you see the spokes of the wheels kind of begin to shimmer in sparks. As Nanaka, you begin to realize that the potion of flying that was applied to the spokes of the wheels is likely wearing off quickly. With that, everyone please roll me initiative.
Got a 10 on initiative.
Nice. Let's see here. 10 for Clover, 10 for Nanaka, 14 for Amaru, 8 for Keto.
Amaro, would it be alright if I switched initiative with you? I have the alert feat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Keto is switching with Amaru.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll put 14 on the Keto, and I'll put 8 on Amaru. All right. Imaru and Nanaka, by the way, I'm going to give you the soaked condition, as your clothes are now soaked entirely through, which basically means that you're just heavier. So any further strength saving throws, you will have disadvantage. All right. As this happens, the rain here flooding down and being so rain here is hitting these giant jellyfish, and it is spattering off, taking on some of, it seems like, the toxins that are upon them, hitting a lot of your skin. I need all of you to give me Constitution saving throws with advantage.
Natural 20.
Nice. 19.
19 makes 20, actually.
13.
13. That is saves across the board from the toxins. These are just sort of pushing off as they're trying to zoom away and not get struck by lightning. And with that, a Keto.
I would like to do my best to try and position myself near the jellyfish, preferably under if I can reach it. So that I
don't know if you can get that
And they're
far.
flying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get up here.
Okay, so moving up there. So this is going against a wind, so just give me a strength save.
Nine.
9. Okay, in that case, that will be... Ooh. The wind gust here is going to push them 30 feet horizontally behind the jellyfish art department.
You're going to get pushed 40 feet.
Action surge
30
to move
30
back to
feet.
where I am.
Okay, so
Well, that'd
now-
give you 15, right, with an action surge?
Yes.
So you'd be 15 feet away from where you are.
on the mountain or down the side of the mountain. I'm very confused when you say push that. Like push that way or push this way?
Horizontal, because he's swimming in the air.
Again, push up the air this way or up there that way?
That way.
Thank you. Act like I'm the crazy one.
I hope you've got something up your sleeves for this.
Clover.
Oh man, I don't even know what I can do actually in this case.
Feel free to be creative and kind of push some of these limits. Remember, some instruction I gave was to understand what all your spells and abilities would have been used for. Like, they survived a lot because of like farming and because of like village. So like they're wider than possibly is listed. So you kind of want to like let that think. You can think of whatever you would do, or whatever Clover could do here. Staring at the character sheet might be more of an enemy than a help if you just want to think of the whole scene.
So Akito gave Clover like a little thing, right?
So
Yes, a butterfly.
So he's gonna try to like kind of climb himself a little bit more over and use the bow that he has currently strapped on his back and like get around the what did he give? What did you give him? Like you said it was like hook like, right? So it kind of like
so you can't move away from him unless you drop to the ground.
Well, so
I also have rope on my back.
Oh, that would be a lot more useful actually.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then he's gonna steal the rope from the back of
Heck
Akito
yes.
and tie it around one of his arrows.
Okay.
And he's not going to shoot obviously at the kid, but he's going to try to shoot like near the dirt where Ren is, trying to see if he can.
So Ren's not near the dirt. Ren's high in the sky.
Oh, he's in the sky. True.
Yeah. Like I think. Yeah. Arthur, can you zoom in, please?
He's like, yeah, he's way up, right?
Let's get that. There's Ren.
Dang. Ooh, this is a bit of a toughie then. Because he can't really. I guess one of the slightly better things he can do is try to aim his little makeshift rope arrow in between like his spokes and try to see if he can like dangle it, kind of try to like make some sort of an attempt of a grapple of like a little makeshift grappling hook.
Okay, so explain to me again what you're doing.
So he's gonna try to shoot the arrow in between the spokes of his bike, and then just kind of try to like pull him a little bit closer, because it's actually that wouldn't. I don't know.
How much closer are you trying to move?
Well, he's not moving.
Okay.
So you want to try to shoot the arrow in between the bike spokes.
Yeah.
And kind of use that so that the arrow then is like doesn't come neatly through, and so you can try to like pull them away from the tentacle.
Yes, that's what I'm. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, this is effectively a high AC. In order to kind of do that, because one of the things, the boy's kind of panicking and the wheels are moving fast. So this is like, so you're concentrating, the rain's bashing in and you're trying to time the wheel, trying to slow it down, and you're seeing the little drips of water now kind of slowing to your trained vision. And trying to time it precisely right to get right between the spinning spokes. Give me the attack roll, please.
No. Not one.
Oh my gosh. Nat 1? Okay. The arrow here goes awry, and it just sort of skins the hide of the green, like kind of the light green jellyfish, who just instinctively swirls and whirls around. One of the tentacles brushing Clover's face. I need a straight up con save, please.
There's no way. I got another nat 1 for a 2.
That is 2 poison damage, and the toxin seeps into your skin, and you feel your muscles tighten up. Your grip around the bow becomes super tight, and now you're not quite holding on to Akato anymore. You're just sort of grabbing with your legs as you now have the stunned condition. To the end of your next turn. And we'll go to Nanaka.
Where is she right now? Because I know she got
Got washed
knocked
bottom
back.
of the hill.
Yeah. How far would that be to the top?
Department?
You rush up it without flying. 50 feet to the top.
She would try to move as far as she can.
She running or flying?
Running.
Okay.
What's your speed?
30.
Okay. As you run now, the water has revealed sharper rocks that are now kind of jutting out, impeding your movement. As you're trying to dodge, I need dexterity saving throws to avoid the very, very sharp rocks.
10.
10. Scrapes and cuts now. The rocks piercing your ankle, mostly. So I'll give you a choice. You can have damage, or your movement speed can be slowed by 10 feet for the scene.
She'll take the slowing.
Take the slow. Okay, so movement speed reduced by 10 feet now, so it's effectively 20 as you're moving up. So she's not 20 feet up. That is your movement. Anything else?
So she is going to. Oh, I didn't have enough to get there. So she is going to try to do something. So she's seeing that the flying magic is about to go out. So she doesn't want the kid to fall. So she is going to try to cast bubble lift around the bicycle.
Ooh.
So you blow a bubble around any solid or liquid object that weighs 500 pounds or less, causing it to float 4 feet off the ground, but it's already up there. So, yeah. And the contents of the bubble weighs 10 pounds and can be pushed using an action. Strong winds also push the bubble. Strong winds or effects that would push a creature also push the bubble. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially.
Perfect. So this comes around a solid object. So specifically an object. That kind of works. So yeah. So how did you envision this bubble forming and the rain and all this? I guess what's this look like for her to summon this power?
So I kind of make a gesture to blow a bubble, and this small, tiny bubble floats up to around the bike, and quickly turns really large and puts itself around the entire bike.
Perfect. So now it uplifts. You see the tentacle even floating with it. The one that's still kind of wrapped around, anchoring it to the jellyfish. But you're quite confident. This isn't even concentration either. Fantastic. That you've negated the problem of the magic failing.
Yeah, that's your turn.
Very good. Amaru.
Okay, So, does the jellyfish technically the one have the boy like in its tentacles
Has the
grappled?
bike.
The bike.
grappled, technically.
Okay. So, if the musical mixer I got earlier, you said it like produces like a spiritual song, right? Like
Yeah,
as well as-
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
okay.
aren't spirits, but yeah.
Okay, they're not.
The jellyfish are jellyfish.
Okay, that's good to know then. I am going to try to dash up there then at the moment.
And how much is that?
That would be 70 feet.
70 feet. Okay, let me see here. All right, so dashing up now is becoming extremely slippery with the mud, and you're kind of sinking a little bit. So the challenge here is to not get overwhelmed by this veritable mudslide you're now pushing up. So I'll actually give you dex save or strength save, your decision.
Dexterity. That's
Alright.
15.
All right, with a 15, you're able to grab hold of the large amount of foliage coming down, anchoring yourself, and now using like your arms and legs, kind of just crawling up, so that it's really upon these vines instead of the mud. So you're able to get up there, I think, entirely.
Haha. That is my turn.
You got it. All right, art department. The jellyfish here are going to move a total of 30 feet
Okay.
along with the boy.
Up, sideways, what?
Sideways, away from their pursuers. Okay. Akado.
Alright, having experienced it firsthand, would I be able to figure out where the least wind resistance is?
Interesting. You can give me a survival check.
I can sure try. Dirty 20.
Absolutely. I would say that's that's going to count as an action to do that, but now you may freely move without making saves.
Lovely.
I'll say actually for the next 6 turns.
And how far up away are they from me? Like, vertically?
60.
60.
Alright. So what part of what the Vaulter's axe says is as part of your movement, you can use it to launch yourself 15 feet over a creature or obstacle. Using your movement in this way ignores non-magical difficult terrain. Could I switch to a one-handed breaststroke, draw my Vaulter's axe, and use one of the nearby trees to just vault myself 15 feet higher towards the kid while swimming to him?
Yeah, that would give you what, a total of 30 feet?
I believe so, yes.
Absolutely. Giving some of the foliage around and vaulting yourself through this air that you're now swimming in, feeling much like the jellyfish, and kicking all the way up while holding. We still have Clover, so you're still ultimately halved, right? So I think it's 15 feet total.
No, it's a jump. It can't be. The jump itself is.
So 15, and then, yeah, we'll call that what, 25? Does that sound good?
Fair enough to me.
All right.
Can you do something to calm them down? I call out. Now I end my turn.
All right. Clover.
All right.
So seeing as his little arrow attempt failed, he's kind of like oh sorry, I had to run to grab something real quick. Hang on. He's going to try to instead use a smaller projectile, and instead use use the spell water bullet, and just try to aim for the tentacle that's like latching on to the spokes of the wheel.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so let me just kind of look at this. That's a really fun spell. Okay, so let us look at this. Okay, so that's an attack roll, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're aiming at the tentacle. Let's go.
Ooh.
All right, Clover, I'm so sorry. I think you're actually stunned this turn. We had put you in stun from the last turn. I apologize.
That's right.
So go to Nanika.
Is she within 60 feet of the jellyfish that has the bike? They're really far, right?
Yeah, you're here. They're up there.
So she'll try to move 30 feet towards in that direction.
Going up the hill, Matt.
All right, so running up, and I think for this is going to be a strength save from the rushing water.
Yeah. Let's see. 13.
13 will make it as you're able to keep yourself to. Okay, describe for me, because she's so small and diminutive. What does she do to withstand this water?
I think she is good at finding the spot where it's not as strong and just slipping through.
You got it. Moving on up. All right. What next?
Once she is within range, she's going to try to cast sleep in the area where the jellyfish might be.
Okay, for the one that has them. Very nice.
That's a wisdom saving throw, I think.
Wisdom. That is a 4.
That fails.
It says incapacitated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it kind of stops from no longer pulling the boy. Anything else?
Nope. That is her turn.
Very good. Jellyfish now unable to move, and with the tentacle kind of like no longer being taut, the boy's just kind of just floating up and down. The wind's now buffeting the bubbled bicycle to and fro. Amaru.
Okay. How tall are the power lines up here?
Power department?
What color the power lines? Is that what she just asked?
Yeah.
No, I should have asked. Known that question was coming. Let me pull out the extra power line and measure. 5, 10, 15. 15, about 17 feet tall.
Okay, and how far up is the bike?
I think the bike's up. We said
You
about 20 feet.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Amaru would like to step of the wind with her movement and go up the power line.
Okay. Climbing up these spirit charged power lines, I think between the electricity and the spirits, there's immense amounts of energy,
Can I
such
use
that
my action to persuade the spirits because I can talk to them because I know
Okay.
Quorum. And be
yeah,
like, please allow me to climb up, you guys. Really quickly, I'm trying to help a boy.
definitely let your action do that. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. That's an 11.
An 11. All right. Failures, you're like just kind of I need help. It's hard because you care so much about what's going on, and it's been a while since you've communicated in this way, using the right amounts. As they kind of the effect is different. They're agitated as energy builds up here. Jeez, for 8 force damage.
I'm still up.
So, as it fries, we see Eligamaru blackens skin as though an explosion has gone off, and there's this little bit of choke of blood as they are very low in their HP.
I got this, guys. Oh, that's my turn.
All right, the other jellyfish besides the one that has the boy move 20 feet. Is it on their turn that they make another save there, Hanukkah?
Let me check. They make another save at the end of its next turn, and if they fail, they have the unconscious condition.
All right. So wisdom save. What's this DC?
15.
15. What do they get? 7. So jellyfish kind of and kind of just go horizontal as its head kind of flows, and it kind of like it's floating and still essentially swimming in this air, but it just sort of floats there. It's now fully unconscious.
If they let go of the bubble, it starts falling at a speed of 10 feet per round.
Indeed. And I think so. So the start of the round, at the end of the round, it'll probably come down 10 feet. Here, however... Yep, this is the beginning of round 3, so... Okay. The winds are beginning to pick up, making this in danger of some drift when it starts to fall, though we'd calculate that at the end of the turn. So the winds are coming essentially from the left of the screen to the right of the screen, I guess is the best way to say it. So if you're moving in that direction, your movement is increased by 10 feet. If you're moving against it, it is decreased by the 10 feet, and it's neutral if you're doing perpendicular. So, Akado.
How far away are they from me now?
They just moved another 20, so 40.
Well, that one stayed the same.
Oh, which one stayed the same?
The one that had the boy.
So him and the boy stayed the same?
Yeah.
I think I'd
Lovely.
rather stick. So, right there, basically.
Alrighty. Am I able to move next to the boy?
How are you getting 20 feet up?
Hmm.
You're swimming in the air, right?
Yes, you swim in the air. I think what's that? Are you still having Clover with you?
Do not throw me off.
Throw him off, throw him off.
Throw him onto the bike, you say?
I have a plan. Do not throw me onto the bike.
Do it.
I'd be too busy to respond. I'm just gonna keep on swimming until he's close enough.
Okay, so your movement will get you 15 closer?
Yeah. And you can use the butterfly staff to grapple. a small
it-
creature.
Oh, yeah. That now we can we? Well, on my turn, I guess.
All right, and Clover, it is your turn.
Time to grab the boy with the staff.
All right. So you actually were 25, so you move up. So how does that work? The butterfly staff.
I'm trying to remember what it looks like. Yeah.
All right. It says, when you make a grapple check while holding the butterfly staff, you can use the staff to target a small or smaller creature that is up to 10 feet away from you. When you do so, you use your attack modifier for the weapon in place of your strength athletic checks. While grappling the creature in this way, you can't make another attack with the butterfly staff.
Okay, so basically just do an attack roll.
Basically, scooping them up in the butterfly net.
All right. You said just do an attack roll.
Yes.
All right. All right.
And I believe it is finesse.
So this is like a large net, yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
That is a 12.
12 on the die, but you still have your modifier.
Oh. Wait, what was it again?
Because an attack roll, so it would be with your dex.
Right.
So dex plus
Like that.
proficiency, I think. Well, because you're martial weapons, right?
What's that?
Are you proficient in all martial weapons as ranger?
Yes.
So you get your proficiency too.
Okay, so that's 12 plus 2, so 14.
See why I brought you along now?
14, what's your dex mod?
14 dex modifier plus 3.
So 17 total.
17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you grab and you're able to scoop the small child. Here. I need from Akido. I need a strength save not to drop them.
Better question. Could I turn this into a strength athletic check for swimming if I switch from doing one-hand breaststroke to a sea otter float?
I'll give you an athletics check, sure.
Lovely. Yeah, 10, but I'm gonna do the D10 if that's failure.
That is a failure.
Please, dice. 15.
15. All right. The sudden increase in weight, you're like, oh no, as you go to float. So now, like, the force of this, because you're still like in this neutral gravity swim, and so now the three, like, you're in the center, and so the boy's like slowly being spun around, like up and down, and because you're in the center, you're going very quickly around. Give me a con save for nausea.
$13.
13, you're good. And Clover, give me a con save with advantage for nausea. Since you're one person out.
With advantage, you said?
No. Yes, I did. I did say with advantage, yes. Sorry.
Well, like that's either way would have been a 14.
14. Very good. So you kind of, but you hold it in. So boys are ah! And then we're gonna go to Nanika.
So she sees that the boy is somewhat safe up there, and she sees the bike, so she is going to try to fly up to it, to the bubble.
Oh, nice.
So how far away is that? You said 20 feet?
Yeah, but the wind's at your back, so it'll help you out by 10.
I see. Yeah, she'll move there and starts pushing it with her action to the ground.
Okay, so pushing it down. Very good. I think for flight, So funny because on the down that actually is going a little bit above the wind thing. So yeah, just give me. I will do acrobatics or athletics from you.
Okay. 9.
Okay, so you're able to push it down. This is going to give you a point of exhaustion. So you're putting everything you need to, batting furiously against the winds here.
Yep, for the bike, it's worth it.
Anything else?
Nope, that's her turn.
Amaru!
I see Nodoka doing this, so I decide to leap into the air to help and land on the bubble to push down with her.
Give me an athletics check.
That's a 21.
All right. So jumping up, and you're able to successfully bring the bubble, I think, within 4 feet of the ground. Here. And negate the wind on it, because the heavy weight is pushing it down as the jellyfish begin to move. And the storm, you can feel the thunder and the lightning now a little bit more past. It's becoming more of a heavy rain, further soaking everyone here. In the meantime, we have the fastly speeding Akito Clover Ren line. Akito, what do you want to do? Or Akito, what do you want to do?
Apparently throw people, because I know Akito. I just...
I know.
Anywho, I have an idea. Since I succeeded that survival check, he said, it determined the win for 6 rounds, and it's only been 2. Could I stow my axe, draw the umbrella, and use my action to sort of guide ourselves using the wind that will slow our descent the most without endangering anyone? Help get us back to the ground without anyone getting severely injured.
I think on the distance here, absolutely. You, well, wait, can you, what does the potion say? Can you end your swimming? I think you might, I don't think you can call on gravity while you have the potion in you.
Let's check.
But check it, yeah.
Potion. Oh. Hold on one moment. I'm looking up something different now. Interesting. I can't technically end it, but I could try swimming down towards the ground. Because it does say fly.
Yeah, I think that'll work as your, give me an athletics check.
Oh boy.
It's hard because you're having to kind of pull everybody or push them.
Could I do it with advantage since I know the best route to take?
Yes, because I gave you the best route. Yeah.
Alright. I rolled double 15s for 21.
Perfect. You're able to land, and while you still feel like you're weirdly floating in the water, you find yourself now, as you land, kind of having to grab onto Clover, who can put their feet down and be a gravitational, like mooring, basically, to you. As Ren kind of collapses, throws up a little bit, right on Clover's shoe, and is like, kind of grasps the ground.
Kid could use an umbrella, and I'll give him my umbrella, and then just roll into a sea otter float. Since I am now tired and soaking wet. And I end my turn.
Well, exit initiative for this bit. You can freely interact with the scene.
Ren, your mom's looking for you.
My shoe.
Nonica, that was so cool with the bubble. Like, that was amazing.
I like bubbles.
I like bubbles too, but you like saved the kid with the bubble. It was so cool.
You see, Nonica turns like red.
You should get a bubble badge.
Gets bright red, and some of the rain starts to like steam as it hits her head. Psh, 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 psh.
And she goes hide behind Clover.
What happened? What did you do to her?
Ren, I didn't do anything. Ren, your mom's looking for you though.
Right. And you saved my bike too. And hugs. Umaru hugs Nanika, and then looks to Akado and Clover, and kind of very shakingly puts the hands at their side as they go, "Thank you, brave warriors," and does a bow. And as they do, the muddy earth beneath their feet kind of gives way, and they like totally flip themselves over, like they missed a kickball kick, and just.
Oh.
Wait, my face. Sorry.
Do you want us to walk you back?
Eyes in horror, like that's an option. That was an optional thing. Yes, please. Help me get home. As you see, like the water's now rushing down the hill. It does look kind of treacherous to get back at this point. It's kind of thick, like almost like if you'd measure it, you feel like it's like almost 2 feet now of water rushing down.
There it is. Overhand.
What would be the quickest route back?
It looks like Imaru, I, and Ren will have to swim at this point.
Now it's good to be tall. Mm.
What are your suggestions? How do you want to solve this problem together?
I have an idea, but what would be the quickest route to return?
Oh, basically back down the way you came, so down the hill.
How much time did it take us to do that?
To get here?
Yes.
I'd say probably took you a good hour. But the hill itself isn't. I mean, it's like 40 feet. Or 50, I believe.
Are there any detours we could take to get around the swamp that is like the mud that is likely flooded by now?
So the way the hill is that it's the highest point. So there's just, you could try to go another direction. The way this flows, all this is going to flow and empty out into the river. So it is going to be a lot of water and mud all the way back. you'd have to essentially stick to some of the high ground, still going off the hill, but then kind of circling the long way, probably a good 4 hours, back to the other side of Orkiri village.
Well, we could take the long way, or we could try. Is the bubble still around, or how long does that last, Nonaka?
An hour.
Okay, so the bubble's still around the bike.
Yes, no one's poked it yet. So it's still
Okay.
there.
I looked at Bunta. I have a crazy thing. So Bunta has a flying speed. Technically, Akito's still swimming, flying, right, for at least another like couple minutes. And the bike. So what happens if we tied a giant rope and made like a chain and put it around like Bunta as like the leash, and we send him off down the hill, and we'll see as far as we could go.
That sounds fun.
We are trying to get him home alive.
He's in a bubble. He'll be fine.
So
Anyone else? I mean, it's either we take the 4-hour long way.
I have an interesting question. Is this a common occurrence for this area to be flooded?
yeah, it's kind of like flooding. That's why it works so well. It floods and the grass grows really, really thick, so it's perfect for the grazing of the sheep dragons.
Is it feasible that the courier brigade passes through this area often?
They stick to the roads, and you've kind of find yourself very far off the road.
Could I check my pocket map to find plot a route that would either get us onto one of those roads or help us avoid the worst of the mud and flood?
Okay. You definitely can. You're still going to have the issue of getting off of this hill. But you can go ahead and give me, I think probably advantage, but a survival check with advantage.
Here goes nothing. 11.
Okay. It's rained so hard, your probably kind of starts to get wet before you think better. You go, oh crap, and immediately put it away.
Figures.
So we try the kite plan.
I vote yes.
I suppose we don't have any better options. Unless Clover would like to contribute.
Yeah, looking at everything around here right now, unfortunately, I will have to agree with Imaru.
Yeah, kite plan. All right,
Do not feel proud.
Oh, this
is a one-time thing.
This is such our group thing. Okay, so I tie a rope around Bunta, and then I connect the rope to Akito, and I go, Nonoka, you're probably going to want to hold on to somewhere, either up front or back, and then I tie the rope around the bike, or Ren, and put him on the bike. We're going to have Bunta pull. We're going to see if this works.
Okay, so at the end of the rope is Ren
bubble.
and the bike.
Yep.
With the bubble, and we've got Akito and Nanaka. And are you on this at all?
I will be on my creature.
Where am I supposed to be?
You will either have to be on Akito, I think. And Nonoka's small enough, we might be able to fit on Bunta, and with your flying wings if you help out. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah.
The makeshift aircraft.
The makeshift kite.
This is not a kite. No one's flying us. It's an aircraft.
100% organic.
Prefer not to be classified as other of these.
Okay, so I like this. So Clover's grabbing upon Akito again. We're on this, and you say go Bunta. Everyone good for this?
I think I've touched you too much for one day.
Yes, let's go. Woohoo!
All right.
Why has most of my day been spent grabbing onto him?
I don't know, but that's just our luck, isn't it?
By the way, I have a new subscription coming in. Please don't mix it up.
All right. So
There's
then
a
we
time
are.
and place for
Right.
that, but now is not the time.
Right. So then we're off as Bunta goes. Whoa, woo. Bunta's a flying of 90, y'all. As they, whoo, you're getting pulled. The rope tightens. Ren goes. Ah! Whoa! As Bunta, for this to work, so you're not dangling, actually stays very close to the ground. Just keeping this to work is zooming in, and you can see underneath you from the very force of Bunta, there's this line of water that's parting as the wake of this hovercraft essentially is just pushing out, creating a line. Moving further and further. With that, you can see ahead. There are these slimes that have kind of like these green slimes that have kind of come out and have kind of stuck in the water, kind of floating now. Boop, 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 boop. As Bunta sees this, goes whoa, and tries to like swerve in and out. It's like about like 15 slimes that are kind of pushed out as they're trying to weave in and out. As that happens, the slimes just floating kind of start to freak out, and they kind of harden, and spikes jut out from their forms. On the ropes, and all of you give me dexterity saving throws.
Mm. 19.
6.
5.
Why do I keep rolling that one?
Well,
Akito? What'd you get, Akito? You're muted if you were talking.
16.
Okay, so they get Nanaka and Clover. There's going to be 5 piercing damage as they hit you. Whoosh, whoosh. It's moving in Ren. Let's see what it is. Oh, Ren's kind of leans hard on their bike as it starts to spin around and the wheels kind of knock the slimes away. He's able to keep the butterflies in the tummy. This is quicker and quicker and quicker. Let's see here. Amara, since you're kind of driving, give me a survival check to try to pick a safer route.
Give you a what? Can I check?
Survival, please.
Oh, survival. Okay. Ooh, that's a
Could I
9.
help? Because I don't want to be smattered across the ground.
You're in the middle being drugged by this. Woo! Explain this help.
I'm going to take my shepherd crook. I'm going to use it to just bonus action contested strength check with the dragon to steer them. Because this is otherwise suicidal.
I'll give it to you. I'll say you may make a survival check to possibly make Amaru's better. Go ahead, Akado.
Yeah. So what am I doing?
Survival check.
Alright, here goes nothing. So the dice do not like me this time. It is worse. With the 5.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, moving closely. There's this strange. The ground beneath you, though, flooded suddenly like moves. Like a 40-foot portion of it. And this strange tail, like white, kind of comes up and slams down. This is going to be another set of dexterity checks. Sorry, dexterity saving throws.
19 again.
5. Again.
Okay, so 1 second. Maru got 19 and they're driving, so it's going to be advantage for those behind them.
17.
Nice.
I'll roll again. Just to see if... Oh, that's worse, so thankfully...
17. What did Nanika get?
14.
Okay. Clover.
Oh, why didn't that go through? Hang on.
Oh, wait, there's the exhaustion, so 12. Sorry.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So, Nanika and Clover, this kind of bats the two of you. Which is going to give another level of exhaustion to the two of you. As this kind of looks, ah! And then I can do another survival check from Amaru.
Okay. 12.
Okay, with a 12. Bunta here, getting very excited, kind of sniffs the air, and you realize you're close to a Kiri village. That it smells one of its favorite dishes, turnip and kale pie. That's ooh, and it begins dashing up. So now it's going 180 feet. Moving quickly, and it gets to where in that large building up top, where there was sheltered outdoor cooking, fireplaces and iron apparatus, so multiple dishes can cook straight up. It just stops. Samara just, Bunta just, and the rest of you, and the rope snaps as all of you land, crashing into the side of the building here, down below. Ah! And actually, I'm going to do con saves against another level of exhaustion for bruises.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh, with a 2.
Of course, now I get a nat 20.
Nice. With 2 levels, it's 12.
Oh, yeah. 2 levels of
DC
exhaustion.
13 here. Then Akano.
Dead.
And all right, as you go and run, get some exhaustion here too, as it ends with oh, ooh. And everyone moves, and before long, see Ren's mother run out. Ren! And all of you are muddy, mixed with a little bit of blood, but people cheer, "You got him!" And they look, and she goes, "Thank you. Thank you so much." And grabs your ear, Clover, goes, "See? You did great!"
Ow, ow. Why is it always me?
How was it? And Red got it. That was horrifying. But it was so much fun, Mom! And she goes, "That's
Why
right,
is that
little one!"
fun? How is that fun?
Make sure to let everybody know if you need a job done. The dependable disaster misfits are
I think I
always
need
there.
to rest for several days.
Several days? You have work tomorrow.
Oh,
We'll see you right and
God.
early, but make sure you get your rest. Yeah, you look awful.
Oh, God. Just the most defeated look on Clover's face. Just, oh, why?
Seeing you, people who are cooking outdoors in like under the shelter for the rain, enjoying kind of that awesome tiredness you get from a hard day's work, see you and all of you, and definitely have appreciation and a little bit of pity as they begin to like cut off pieces of meals. I'm gonna say each of you gets to decide what's brought to you and how you react. So you can each go when you're ready.
Amaru has kale and turnip pie brought to both her and Bantu, and we cheers together and share it, and then we devour it like a halfling and a sheep dragon would.
Next.
Aikido quaffs triple espresso coffee.
Clover honestly just has like a nice like mixed salad bowl, just a bunch of different varieties of veggies going on.
Nook is almost asleep. She's like, and then she smells like baked fruit. So she's like walking like a zombie towards it.
No, Nuka, please don't stray too far off. No.
Oh, food. And what's
Clover's
Clover doing?
Trail slowly behind her because he doesn't want her to wander off too far. Please,
Nice.
please don't.
What food do you end up getting, Clover?
Like I said, just a nice. Honestly, whatever Nonuka's having, just
Whatever seems baked. Oh, got a crunchy crust and a stew here. A little bit of meat. And with that, eating and looking forward to being able to rest, get warm again. We see the villagers kind of cheering you for what you have done. Ren recounting the heroic tale of getting rescued and the bike almost falling, and you eating food in the rain, Amaru, and devouring, and refreeze and end this episode of Obojima the days before we end the session. We'll go ahead and do our debrief offline. Anyone watching, thanks for checking out as we are playing in the new setting, and we will see you all next week.